This is how we make the moonshine.
Come on, Kelly. Digger has a doctor's appointment today, which makes me the foreman.
I'll try to get in here and dig this way.
Yep.
We'll do what we can.
You want me to try it?
No, I got this.
Kelly's gonna have to go lots deeper than what the spring head is now. That's apparent. But Digger and I it would have taken us a month or more to be able to dig that out with shovels and pickaxes. So this is a huge deal.
It's getting muddier.
Now this is a good sign, finally. We're getting material out of the bottom that's wet. Everything else has been pretty dry so far, but it looks like we may be getting near the water table.
See right there where I'm at, I'm caught on a ledge of another rock.
Yeah, that's that rock. There's a chunk of limestone about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle that's embedded in our runoff trough, so we may not get water in that catch pond.
This is not good. It's never gonna cross that rock right there.
I don't know what we're gonna do about this. We were able to get some water out of there, but it's a small trickle, and this won't be enough water for us to run our still site. So this is not gonna work. Dang. I don't think we're making enough headway with trying to get that channel open down there. So I've got another idea to find some water. It's a divining rod. The stick kind of pulls you. This is not me, I'm just the vehicle that this wonderful stick is using. Oh, hey Digger, come check this out. I got this little divining rod.
And you found a pond.
I found the pond.
You see that barn up over the hill there?
Yep.
That's the man that owns it.
So other than the fact that we can't use the water,
Other than the trespassing and water that's got cow in it,
I did really good.
I feel like I'm talking to one of my grandchildren.
Are they my size?
You're a little bit bigger than they are, but they're smarter than you are.
He got pumpkins for days. Man, they got enough pumpkins out here to start a war. I met a buddy who has a farm. He told me he has all kind of pumpkins. So Craig and I are gonna see what he got that we can mash in and give a seasonal drink to a new customer here.
Whoa, man, look what the cat drug in.
I told you, Craig. You told me you had a load of fruits and vegetables, but you didn't tell me you had all this.
We gotta make a living around here, this all poor hillbillies do.
That's awesome. How
Go
are
over
you?
see my sister. Afton, don't jerk his arm off. Now, she's the strong one in the
Oh,
family.
she's strong. Ouch.
Yeah, better watch it out.
Brought me to my knees.
Make us mountain women tough.
So we got pumpkins all over, guys. We got big ones, little ones, white ones, round ones, square ones, anything you want. This is your basic jack-o'-lantern right here. This is the medium-sized jack. This is your bread and butter. It's a cucurbit, if you want to get real fancy.
Okay.
Won't break out the encyclopedia on you.
This guy has just what we need to make a seasonal moonshine. He's standing right in the middle of it. Is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
Oh, it's a vegetable. It's kin to squash, it's kin to cucumbers, and a slew of other things. But essentially, a pumpkin's just a big yellow squash. You like yellow squash fried up with onions?
I sure do. Yes.
You could do the same thing with it. It's gonna be a little more firm. All I know is if you're gonna cook pumpkin, I wanna come to your house, eat tonight.
You can, because we're gonna cook it for sure.
All right, well, if you wanna pull out here, dude, we'll load you every pumpkin you want. When we'll have that truck, what is that? Ooh, we're gonna have a spring squatting on that 250, baby.
We can do it.
Let's go, man.
This is perfect right now. The leaves are just starting to turn colors, starting to get a little cool. Everybody's gonna want this drink. This customer is gonna be our best advertising source we could ever get. You know how many pumpkins we gonna need?
I don't know. Tell
We're
me.
running 150 gallons. We need 1 pound per gallon. We need 150 pounds of this stuff.
So we're gonna need a lot.
Alcohol should be like anything else. There should be change involved in it. I mean, it's important to stay on top of alcohol. It's important to not be redundant and keep doing the same thing over and over and over again.
We chunking pumpkins now.
Chunking pumpkin. Innovation is key in any business, and alcohol should be no different. All right, Craig, how many do you think we got back there?
Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 32, about 44 of them.
45. My truck bed is pretty big, and the thing's full of pumpkins. So we need to get these pumpkins into the woods.
Appreciate you, buddy. I'll be back in touch with you.
We need to get back and start mashing in. That's our next step. We're gonna get right back in production.
Now take inventory. Burner. Plenty of spring water for tampering, just in case ours is muddy. Oh, every time you look, the phone wants to ring. Killer, tell me you got that Springer running like a river.
Dude, I want to tell you that, but we got an issue down here. That piece of rock that was in our way, Kelly cannot move it with his excavator.
Kelly has dug us a good trench. Oh, we've got a rock in the way, and we can't get a downhill grade to go into a reservoir now.
Man, I'm just wigging over the fact that we got to get this order to Raylan in just over a week's time.
You know, Bees has got this order that he got in, and it's a $15,000 payday. Now, if we don't get the water we need, then that turns into no payday.
So we'll see you in a little bit, right?
Yep, I'll see you, man. I mean, Raylan Nelson, that's who this sale is to, and that's Willie Nelson's granddaughter. It don't get no bigger than that. We've got to get this order completed. No way around it.
Hello?
What you doing, Hattie boy?
I'm good, been staying busy.
I know we got a bigger pot of brewing and bigger fish to fry. And I know you're up to your ass in alligators, but I've kind of got ox in the ditch too. Bees and Kelly are over there digging the spring out. Well, they've got down to where the stream has moved out in another crack of that rock, but it's just a trickle right now. Kelly's about knee deep in water, he said, but it stops at that big rock that we thought was about the size of a suitcase. Turns out it's about the size of a bus you put a suitcase on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So,
You ain't able to get around, you can't get through that rock.
no, it will not get enough head pressure to push over that rock.
Really, what'll it hold? Will it hold 50 or 100 gallons?
Yeah, probably close to 100, maybe 120 gallons.
What about, could you use a sump pump with a float that turns itself on and off according to how the water level rises and falls?
You know, I never thought about that. We got one of them, ain't we?
Yeah, it's up there in my red garage. Try that, Puss.
Yeah, that'd probably be our best option, Hattie, and I'm gonna fill all the totes I can get up. You know, that's a good thing about it. I'm not 100% without Mark, but he's there with the ideas, and that's what I need right now more than anything.